The world's oldest first-time father was over 90 years old.
Oh, I think that's true, but how sick.
That is fact.
Yeah. Ugh.
Ugh, gross.
Wow.
That was a little snippet from Fun Fact Friday, Father's Day edition with Jineane Ford. Hello, best friends, and welcome to another episode of the Morning Brew with Chris Bennett and Best Friends. I am Chris Bennett, and we've got a fun show for you today. Jineane Ford with Magic 1017 and iTalk News joins us for Fun Fact or Fake Fact, Father's Day edition, plus Nerd News. We also give away Diamondback tickets for this weekend's games against the Minnesota Twins and put our winners to the test with a few Father's Day facts of their own. And of course, we'll meet this week's Country Climb Star of the Week, Jessee Lee, another great artist sent our way from Austin Burke and the Playlisted podcast. We'll learn about her country climb, hear the story behind her latest song, Smoke When I'm Missing You, and find out what's next in her career. Thanks for listening. Let's get the show started.
Chris Bennett and the Morning Brew.
Janine, you there?
Yes, I am with my granddaughter, Addie. How are you, Chris?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you and Addie doing this morning?
Addie?
Good.
Yeah, we're
Good.
doing great. We're happy it's Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
And Father's Day almost here.
Are you ready for Father's Day? What are you guys doing for Father's Day?
We're going to make homemade ice cream, and we're going to make cookies for the dads.
Oh, that sounds good.
And Grandpa and everybody, and we've already got some little gift bags going on.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, in honor of Father's Day being this Sunday, how about we do a little fun fact or fake fact Father's Day edition? You two ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Fun fact or fake fact, the average dad spends nearly a year of his life looking for misplaced items.
I think it'd be 2 or 3 years, but I'll say true. What do you think, Addie?
I say true.
There you go. It is true. Yeah. Studies show or suggest that dads spend hundreds of hours each year searching for lost keys, wallets, remotes, phones, or other household items.
Well, I think the funniest thing that dads, and I swear a lot of people recognize this, like my husband can look right in the fridge and he'll say, "Hun, where's the blueberry jam?" And it's like right in front of his face. I have to walk up and just point to it. It's so funny. Yeah, it's so funny.
Let's see. The average American spends over $150 on Father's Day gifts and celebrations.
I think that's a little high, but I don't know.
I don't know
Let's say false. What do you think?
I
Addie?
don't know because...
Yeah, I know. You haven't bought that many yet, Addie.
No,
Yeah.
it is a fact, though. It is a fact. Yep.
150. Oh, we're behind. Dang it.
Well, I don't think money is important. I think, making homemade gifts and cookies, I think that's...
Well, and also that big survey earlier this week, all dads, every single thing had to do with spending time with their family. They wanted to spend time with their kids,
Yeah.
just like Mother's Day.
That's all they care. Yeah. Well, speaking of Mother's Day, dad fact or dad fiction, Americans spend more money on Father's Day gifts than on Mother's Day gifts.
No.
There you go. Yeah, that is fiction. The Mother's Day spending is typically much higher than Father's Day spending. And last question, the world's oldest first-time father was over 90 years old.
Oh, I think that's true, but how sick.
That is fact.
Yeah. Ugh.
Ugh, gross.
Wow.
So that was Fun Fact or Fake Fact, Father's Day edition. It is now time for Nerd News with Janine. What you got for us today?
Okay, this one could be a little scary, okay? Scientists are warning that key fault lines in Southern California are now under some of the highest stress levels in the last 1,000 years.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, which means everyone is worried about a major earthquake. A new model shows pressure has been building for more than 100 years along the San Andreas and the San Joaquin Faults. So there you go. They are in the critically loaded state, they call it.
Oh my gosh.
Between that and listening to the, the whole forecasts and stuff with this Super El Niño that could be coming, we're in monsoon right now, but at the end of monsoon in fall, we're going into an El Niño pattern instead of a La Niña. And so El Niño is much stronger, and it goes for 18 months. So we can have some big snow. And then about 60% of those, that's like 100%, it's brewing out in the that is forecast the El Nino. But a super El Nino, there's about 60% chance it could be a super, and that could be rain and snow for 18 months. I mean, off and on, obviously. That hasn't been seen in like a zillion years. I mean, but like 50, 80 years, something like that you're hearing this high of. But I'm going to have a guest next week. I'm going to be talking to our meteorologist next week to kind of weed all that out. But in any case, it looks like we're going to get a lot more than we usually get, which will fill up our lakes and everything else, our aquifer. It could be really nice. But we're going to see hail and big stuff like that.
All right. Yeah. It's Super El Nino. It always makes me think of Chris Farley, that famous Chris Farley sketch about El Nino.
Oh, and here's the funny one, and I have to share with you. A study from the University of Calgary found that cannabis exposure causes rats to eat even when they're already full. Or in other words, they get the munchies big time. Researchers showed that this effect is driven by changes in your reward system. So there you go. We know about the munchies.
Yeah. So if you see a rat with some
fat belly
with some Doritos, you know what's going on.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, you're the best, Jineane, and Addie. I hope you two have a great weekend, and happy Father's Day to the dads in your life and all those dads out there.
Yeah, and Chris, happy Father's Day to you. You're a great dad. You are awesome.
Thank you, best friend.
Righty.
All right. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you too.
We're spinning the wheel to see who is going to win some Diamondback tickets I'll let them pick. Whoever's name gets picked on the wheel gets either 4 tickets to Saturday or Sunday's game, Diamondbacks versus Twins. We'll spin the wheel, and the winner is Ty. Let's give him a call.
Hello.
Hello, is this Ty?
This is.
Ty, this is Chris Bennett with Q Country 92.5. Your name was picked in the Wheel of Names, and you get your pick to either 4 tickets to Saturday's D-back game against the Minnesota Twins or 4 tickets to the Father's Day game, 12:15 against the Twins. Which game you want?
Let's do Saturday.
Heck yeah, congratulations. And before
Thank you.
I officially give you the tickets, let's have a little fun. It is Fun Fact Friday. We're going to do some fun fact or fake fact Father's Day edition. Here we go. Fact or fiction? Father's Day is one of the busiest days of the year to collect phone calls from kids.
False.
False. There you go. Heck yeah. It's Father's Day's a busy calling day, but not nearly what it was during the collect call era. Do people even make collect calls anymore?
I don't think so.
All right. Dad fact or dad fiction? More grilling occurs on Father's Day than on the 4th of July.
Oh, let's say fact.
That is actually fiction. That is fiction.
Oh, I'll give it a shot.
That's all right.
I thought dads were like more than that.
Let's see. The word dad is one of the easiest words for babies to say.
Fact.
That is fact. Dad. Congratulations. You won 4 tickets to the D-backs. What station hooked you up?
Q Country 92.5.
You know it. Arr. All right, we're going to spin the wheel again, this time to see who wins 4 tickets to Sunday's D-backs game against the Twins on Father's Day. Here we go. Oh, that was a close one. The winner is Kerrie. Let's give her a call. Is this Kerrie?
Yes, this is Kerrie.
Kerrie, congratulations. Your name was picked on the Wheel of Names. You won 4 tickets to the Diamondbacks game this Sunday, Father's Day, against the Minnesota Twins. What do you think of that?
Oh, that's great. Perfect day.
Heck yeah. Who are you going to take with you?
Take my family.
Heck yeah. That's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a great game. Will you play a little dad fact or dad fiction with me before I officially give you these tickets?
Oh, sure. No problem.
All right. Fun. Dad fact or dad fiction? Neckties are one of the most common Father's Day gifts.
Fact.
That is fact. There you go. I haven't gotten a necktie in a while, so we'll see. All right. The most common Father's Day meal is a backyard barbecue.
Fact.
That is fact. There you go. On Mother's Day, everyone usually goes out to eat, but on Father's Day, they're usually sitting on the grill and having some fun.
Yep.
All right.
That's true.
And last one. A group of fathers is officially called a dad pack.
Fact.
No, it's made up. I just made it up. But congratulations, best friend. You're going to the Diamondbacks game this Sunday. You got 4 tickets against the Minnesota Twins. What radio station hooked you up?
Q.
Q Country 92.5.
Yes.
Yes, there you go. Awesome.
Chris Bennett's Country Climb, Star of the Week.
And this week we got another amazing artist sent our way from Austin Burke and the Playlisted podcast. Today's artist is a Nashville recording artist and Texas touring favorite, known for her vintage country soul sound. She has shared the stage with artists like Daryl Worley, Kix Brooks, Radney Foster, and William Beckham, performs more than 160 shows a year, and has built a loyal fan base across Texas and beyond. Please welcome Jessee Lee!
Hello! Thank you so much for having me today.
Before we get into your country climb, we like to have a little fun with some rapid fire icebreaker questions. You ready?
I'm ready.
What's something people are always surprised to learn about you?
That I was a nursing school dropout. I was going into the Navy to be a Navy corpsman before I started doing music full time.
Oh, wow. And then the bug just got a hold of you and you're like, no, music is my life. It's what I got to pursue.
It did. I found myself like writing lyrics in my, psychology class. I was like, I can't. I gotta do music. This is the bug. It's bit me already.
And so you grew up in Tennessee, moved to Texas as a teenager, and now you're back in Nashville. Which place has had the biggest influence on your music?
Oh gosh, that's a hard question. Nashville has probably had the biggest impact on my songwriting, and Texas has probably had the biggest impact on my artistry and, meeting so many independent artists and learning about how to be an artist. A lot of that has come from Texas. So I guess probably a 50-50 blend of my music. That's a hard choice to pick.
And you have played over 160 shows a year. What's the weirdest or most memorable place you've ever performed?
Oh gosh, there's been a lot of them. When I got started playing music, I was 20, 19, 20 when I was full-time, and I would take any gig anywhere that they offered me. And have you heard of those Hot Works gyms, where like they're the saunas that you work out in?
Oh, yeah.
There was one that was opening around San Antonio, and they asked me if I'd come play their grand opening of their Hot Works. So I had to sit up next to where all the weights were. And so people were coming in to look at if they wanted to work out there. And I was over there in the corner by the weights playing my guitar. So that was kind of weird.
We had some fun with some rapid fire questions. And now it's time to find out about your country climb. And your dad is a songwriter, famous songwriter, David Lee. What's some of the best songwriting advice he has ever given you?
So I started writing songs when I was probably about 9 years old. But he always, when I was growing up, when I was learning how to, sing other people's music, he was always like, you need to hone who you are as your own artist, because there's already a Dolly Parton, there's already a Reba McEntire, there's, these people have already been done. So you've got to learn who you are and what you want to say that's going to be different than what these other people have already said. So from a young age, I think that was some of the best advice, was finding you, instead of trying to chase somebody else. So I've kind of found my own lane of writing and of singing. I try to be, I think I'm a pretty unique artist because I blend a bunch of different genres together. And I don't think I would have chased that if it wouldn't have been for my dad pushing me to be that way.
And you started out playing wineries, beer gardens, motorcycle clubs, hot exercise gyms, and dive bars. Looking back, what did those early gigs teach you?
Oh, man, they taught me that you can build a fan base wherever you are and never to judge a place that you walk into, because to me, any venue that you walk into, whether it's an amphitheater or if it's a dive bar stage, I think all those people are the people that get you to the next place, and that there's nothing that's better than the other one. All of those people that are in each of those venues are music lovers, and if they love what you do, it makes you, it gives you your fan base. And so I just was so thankful for whatever stage that I got to be on,
What has been the biggest challenge of your country climb so far?
Probably trying to figure out this new age way of doing like social media. That has been one of my biggest challenges because growing up, it was always like, write the best song that you can write, play shows, build your fan base organically, and, the rest will follow. But with social media, I'm not, I'm like an 85-year-old lady trapped in a, 28-year-old body. So I really struggle with the social media thing, but I'm finding my way. I'm finding how to make it still me, even though it's, maybe not natural. I'm trying to find what makes it natural for me. So I think that's probably been the hardest part for me so far is, the content thing.
And then what would you say has been the biggest pinch me moment in your career so far?
Pinch me moment. Probably some I kind of fancy myself as, both a songwriter and an artist. So there's been a lot of really cool songwriter moments for me, getting to play some really amazing shows with some hit songwriters like Anthony Smith, who wrote Run for George Strait, Moose Brown, who wrote 5 O'Clock Somewhere. I've got to do some shows with him. There's been a bunch of hit songwriters that have really taken me in and wrapped me up and given me a lot of flowers and made me, keep pushing in this crazy world that, in music, there's so many musicians. So just trying to find the people that champion you and that, try to help you get to that next place has been really amazing. And I've been able to find a lot of those songwriters around Nashville. So it's been wonderful.
Now it's one of my favorite parts of the Country Climb interview. We get to hear one of your latest and greatest songs. You have a new album coming out, and this latest release is called Smoke When I'm Missing You. Tell us the story behind the song and how it came to be.
So this song kind of came, so I had an ex-boyfriend of mine who he smoked Marlboro cigarettes. And I remember one day I was walking down the street and somebody had lit up a cigarette. And as I was walking by it, I kind of did a double take because I think I hadn't realized that I hadn't smelled that specific cigarette since we had broken up. And it made me think like, man, smells are a funny thing. Like when you smell something, it takes you back to different places of your life, whether it's, a perfume or a candle, or in this case, my little redneck self, a cigarette. And so anyways, I ended up sitting there on the back porch one day and I was thinking about that whole situation and started writing it. And then my current boyfriend, Cameron Wrinkle, I actually wrote that song with, and we were kind of talking about the whole situation. And he was, talking about different colognes that reminded him of his grandfather. And, so we were just talking about memories and how sometimes, just one thing can flood your memory, with so many memories of a certain person. So that's kind of where it started from. And I'm a huge Lacey K. Booth fan. I don't know if people have got to listen to her a lot, but she's awesome. And she kind of has this ethereal country thing going on. So I was kind of trying to channel her actually when I was writing this. And it's been one of my most favorite songs I've got to be a part of writing.
Heck yeah. Well, I can't wait to play it right now on Q Country 92.5. This is Jessee Lee, and this is her latest release, Smoke When I'm Missing You. That is Jessee Lee, and that is her latest song, Smoke When I'm Missing You, on Q Country 92.5. I love that song, and that is part of your latest album that's supposed to come out this summer, right? The Wickedest Witch of West Texas. I love that title. What's the story behind that title?
Well, the title kind of just came to me randomly. I don't know why. I don't know if it was all the Wicked stuff going on last year, a couple years ago. But I'm a huge Jim Croce fan. And so for some reason that title kept going back and forth in my mind. And I thought, one of my favorite Jim Croce songs is Bad Bad Leroy Brown. And I kind of wanted to write a female version of that song. So the song is kind of like a female Bad Bad Leroy Brown of this kind of crazy lady that, is from West Texas that flies into this bar and kind of causes all these issues with this other woman. So It's kind of a storytelling song, but the whole record itself is kind of tailored to this Wickedest Witch of West Texas idea. It has a lot of the Texas influence that I had since I was here, and kind of has a little dusty, soulful sound to it. So I'm excited for everyone to hear it. It's going to be a lot different than the EP that I have out currently that I put out a couple years ago.
If people are just meeting you for the first time, just hearing Jessee Lee, what are 2 songs of yours you think they should check out today?
Dive Bar Superstar, that was the title track of my first EP, and I do have a music video out for that we shot at the first bar that I used to play at in Texas when I was like 19, 20. It's shut down since then, but we did a really awesome music video to it that I was really proud of. And so that one, and then there's a song called You're Gonna Be Your Mama that I had so much fun writing. I actually wrote it with my dad, David Lee. And so I think both of those songs are 2 good ones that'll kind of show you my style of writing and kind of what I do.
And how can people follow you and support you going forward?
My website is jesseelee.com, JESSEELEE. I've got 2 E's on Jessee. And it has all my show dates, and that links most of my social media. But, Instagram's Jessee Lee Official, Facebook's Jessee Lee Music. And, yeah, I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, all that good stuff. So, yeah, give it a follow, y'all.
Heck yeah, give her a follow. This has been Jessee Lee. Thanks so much for joining us as this week's Country Climb Star of the Week.
Thank you for having me.
All right, best friends, that's going to do it for another episode of the Morning Brew with Chris Bennett and Best Friends. Thanks again to our Country Climb Star of the Week, Jessee Lee, for joining us. Be sure to give her a follow on social media and check out her latest song, Smoke When I'm Missing You. Congratulations to Ty and Kerrie on winning Diamondback tickets for this weekend's game against the Minnesota Twins. And thanks to Jineane Ford for stopping by for some fun fact or fake fact, and nerd news. And don't forget, Chris Bennett Comedy and Alberto's presents our stand-up comedy show with headliner Nancy Norton on Saturday, June 27th at the Show Low Elks Lodge. For more information or to get tickets, visit chrisbennettcomedy.com. If you enjoyed today's show, please give us a follow, leave a review, and share it with another best friend who you think would enjoy our morning show shenanigans. We'll be back Monday with another episode of The Morning Brew, but until then, I'm Chris Bennett, reminding you to be nice to yourself, be nice to others, and don't be a jerk. Bye.